Be prepared for highly offensive language throughout, and adult and sexual themes.
It really has been a tough few days for our big man there. First of all, his poor bed. What a state. But it looks as though he's dusted himself off, cleaned the bed, and now Heavy D is catching some heavy Z's. It's time for Celebrity Big Brother's Bit on the Side.
Today the housemates went all extraterrestrial and there was an extra large portion of drama to go with it. Not like that. We also found out that Marnie doesn't know the Welsh dragon. Oh. Grant needs to work on his robot dance. That's a bit awkward. And Heavy D likes a peanut butter mayo sandwich. Who does that? But there is one thing I still want to know. Did Lewis ever get to go to the toilet, the poor lad? Sat there. Heavy, do you know the answer?
You heard about fucking Columbo?
OK. All right. Maybe find out a bit later. Also, coming up tonight, this year's celebrity housemates might well be VIPs up there, but we've got our own down here. The bot superstars are back. The OAP VIPs are in the building! Look! Oh, girls, I love them. And it's only been a week, but the men of the house have done their fair share of willy waving, haven't they? Quite literally with Lewis. We'll be chatting about the alpha males a bit later on, but before all of that, let's meet tonight's panel. And this lot really know what they're talking about, as every single one of them has experienced Big Brother firsthand. First up, from the Hollywood Hills to the Chelsea streets, she only mixes with the elite, so why she's here, I've got no idea. It's the Mega Babe 70 Brat! Next up, she's the ex we'd love to run into on a beach. It's the gorgeous Chloe Goodman. Joining them is TV royalty, a legend and an absolute diamond, literally. It's Ann Diamond! Ann Diamond, I love it! Can I just say, shine bright like a Frankie, shine bright like Ann Diamond, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I say. And finally, here to keep all you trouble-raising bitches in check, is Big Brother finalist and one half of Brewy. It's you! Well, it's the first thing. Sorry, guys, I need you to settle down because some of you at home might be wondering why Huey's got a patch over his eyebrow. Now, you might remember this, but for the final time, it's time for Eyebrow Watch! Hi and welcome to Eyebrow Watch. This is a unique series where we ask, has Huey's eyebrow grown back? Well, let's find out. Huey, take it off. It's grown back! Oh, it's been one hair-raising series. That was the epic conclusion of Eyebrow Watch. See you soon. I'm really going to miss that. Before we continue with tonight's show, we want to know one thing. Huey, let me come to you. Are you still with Ryan?
Yes, yes, yes!
It's all going all right?
Yeah, everything was brilliant.
Have you seen him?
I've seen him on Friday till Monday, so yeah.
Oh, little weekend loving! Stop it! Right, well, listen, we're glad that you and Ryan are happy, and we send our love to Ryan as well. Let's start with the action and the anti-romance, actually, that is Heavy D and Chloe. Now, Chloe was assigned as Heavy's artificial. Huey, let me come to you first. What did you make of the task that Heavy was trying to get to do?
When he told her to wash his underwear, that's disgusting. I would have caused murder if you'd asked me to do that. No, I think the problem is in that house is when you're assigned tasks, sometimes it can be difficult, but you can make them that bit more difficult by asking somebody to clean your fucking underpants. It's probably full of shit or something.
Oh,
we know. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, and Diamond's face. And Diamond's face.
That is out of order.
No, I'm just saying that.
And he'll start.
I thought you
He'll
meant
start on
me.
ya.
Sorry.
Doesn't he pick a fight?
Cuba, you watch out. Stephanie, let me come to you. Would you have massaged his shoulders in a sensual way? His words, not mine.
Depending on who it was in the house, I think that would just be a bit too uncomfortable. And he's already a bit creepy with her. It's kind of like a leech.
Would you give him a little?
No, God, no.
No, Stephanie won't go there. Well, the
Maybe
girls...
some bleach.
Yeah, the girls all said heavy push Chloe way too far. Do you agree, babe?
Oh my God, 100%. Literally, if that was me, I'd have been losing my head. Like, different level. I'd have lost it as soon as he called me that. It's like, when he called her that, you think I'm bothered about that? Excuse me? You think I care about that? Like, who is he? Like, seriously. Yeah. I mean, the way he talks to Chloe, I think, is absolutely disgusting. Disgusting.
Well, let's go back to the task of him making her do stuff. Obviously, it is the task, but Heavy said that the task was meant to break you. So, Anne, is he just playing the game, or did he take it too far?
No, I think, you see, that's why I said it's out of order. It really is.
Yeah.
It's pushing it too far. This is, after all, we're meant to get on. This is a television programme. It's a game. And I think giving somebody that revolting a task to do is literally just pushing it too far.
Yeah.
That is horrible. It makes uncomfortable viewing.
And
I think where the viewer is made to feel uncomfortable, you've lost it, and he will have lost an awful lot of sympathy from viewers for that.
Well, Chloe, she responded by putting a creative combination of chili powder, toothpaste and condoms in the bed, like you do. Chloe, I know you love a little bit of revenge. What did you make of that?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I think that was amazing. I didn't think she would have ever done that.
No.
I really thought that Chloe would have just sat back, taken it, but I'm so glad that she's done that. I mean, I would have rubbed absolutely everything into that bed.
But let me ask you about it on the flip side, because he did get annoyed with it, and he said,
Yeah.
you know, look, it dragged out. If he found out who'd done it at first, it would have been funny, ha-ha. But Huey, if someone had done that to your bed while you were in there, how would you have reacted?
I guess. No, if it was somebody who I kind of normally do kind of like pranks with or something like that there, well, then that's fine. It was like tit for tat. But if it was somebody who I didn't get on with and somebody who I really didn't like in Chloe's position, I would do that. But if somebody did that to me who I really didn't like Jesus. I want
to put him back in. Let's talk about Renee, because she stood up to Heavy and she made him apologise to Chloe. He looked a little bit upset in a way that it hurt her. Do you think there is a softer side to him that we're just not seeing at the moment, Steph?
I feel like he's just kind of like a little boy. He doesn't really know what he's doing. He's just stomping around and trying to be loud.
He's just scared of the mob.
True. Yeah, actually, I think anyone would be scared of Renee.
When Renee pipes up,
too much credit.
you know. Well, he did have a bit of trouble, as we said, working out who actually did the crime. But it was Marnie and Bear who actually gave Chloe's secret away. So, Anne, let me come to you. Do you think they were right to say, no, it was her?
Well, yeah, but they were also stirring it, weren't they?
No, they got them spoons.
It was a bit of everything, wasn't it?
think?
I just think with your bed, in the Big Brother house, your bed is your sanctuary. It really is so important to you. And that really was a horrible thing to do. So, in a way, I'm glad they gave him a heads up.
He
did deserve it.
He
did deserve it. But I'm glad they gave him a heads up. But in a way, by giving him a heads up, they were also really stirring up trouble.
Bear was stirring by saying that Marnie didn't want to confirm or deny, which she shouldn't have to do. Bear was stirring, she was, and she didn't want to say anything.
Bear loves
she's
to
more
stir,
than one friend.
That's what Bear
That's
does.
what he does all the time.
That's what
Marnie
he
wasn't. I
does.
don't think she was.
Well, do you know what I want to talk about? I want to talk about something that Cyrus said, because she said Marnie would do anything to win, right? They're Cyrus' words. So, Huey, is Marnie a...
Your trouble is in bed!
Is she?
No, I don't think Marnie is. I think that Bear is 100% that. I love Marnie. I want Marnie to win it.
I want to see Samantha win, because she is being true to herself in there. She's showing us a natural way, and I like her very much. I'm trying to warm to Bear, but I'm not getting there with her.
He's not getting there just yet. Well, we also saw Aubrey had a formal and final warning from Big Brother about spitting in Bear's drink. Now, Bear was really upset with it, but the thing that I really want to talk about here is the fact that Bear was really upset with Renee for not telling him. Now, Stephanie, do you think it was fair for... I sound like a poet. Do you think it was fair for Bear to take it out on Renee?
Absolutely, because she lied and said she didn't know about it. And also, if someone does that, you tell that person. That is so gnarly and unacceptable. And then she also hugged Audrey.
Yeah, she congratulated her.
Yeah, and kissed her like on the cheek, being like, well done.
Yeah. I think it's the case of the loyalties, isn't it? We're seeing, obviously, with Renee saying, she said to Bear, I've got your back. And he very openly said, you know, I don't trust no one in this house, rah, rah, rah. And I think he was obviously really upset with her because he feels that trust has gone. But Renee made it very, very clear that she does not want to get involved.
If you're going to commit a crime, don't invite me.
Now, let me just ask you this. How did she survive as a mob wife? Do you know what I mean? How did she survive? She likes Bear a lot, so were you surprised, Chloe, that she kept that loyalty to Aubrey rather than what she had with Bear?
Honestly,
the night before, she was trying to get off with him.
I know, this is what really confused me. I didn't think she was that close to Aubrey. Like, I saw them hang out a couple of times, but I definitely thought that her loyalty was with Bear until that point. But that was really interesting, that the Americans are kind of sticking together.
I was just going to say that. It always happens. I did that as well.
Really?
Yeah.
We're just now stereotyping. All Americans stick with the Americans. Well, as you brought up, some people who did seem to really enjoy the task. One in particular was Grant. I don't think he minded brushing Marnie's hair in the slightest. Is Marnie getting a flirt on with Grant, do we think?
I don't
know. I don't think she
I find it really uncomfortable. Like, I'm just going to throw it out there.
She's probably joking.
I find it really uncomfortable viewing when I see Grant kind of flirting. Like, I know what Marnie's like, and she's really pleasant to pretty much everyone, and unless she's off her face. And yeah, I feel like he should kind of just leave it. Like, how many times has she kissed Lewis in front of him now? Yeah. And he's still sort of like in the shadows, just waiting for his time to pounce. Like,
Huey, you've got experience of a house romance. Do you think that anything...
Do I? What are you talking about?
What do you think about Marnie and Lewis? What are you making of that?
It's only been a few days, so I don't think anybody can start thinking that it's like a big romance. I probably think that they don't even know it's quite a storyline because of other kind of stuff going on in the house. Yeah. I mean, the two of them are from reality television, so there's just as much chance that they're doing it to get airtime as anything else. But I don't think Marnie's done so much on TV already that a kiss is like nothing to her.
Kiss is like handshake these days, isn't it?
Yeah. So like she's from Geordie Shore, so a kiss to her, are we even calling it a romance? Probably in her head. So. Well,
you never know. We're gonna have to watch it and see. But for now, good chat. Give them an applause. I love this panel. Coming up, you are never too old to hop on our sofa for a good old gossip. The OAP VIPs are back. They're going to be giving us their thoughts on what has been a very busy first week. Plus, we're launching a brand new breakfast show, ladies and gentlemen. Guaranteed to get you ready for your day at work if you work the night shift. Bots AM at PM will be here bringing you exclusive news from the house and the world of social media. Just think of me as your Susanna Reid, but who will be my Piers Morgan? Find out. But before all of that, James and Grant are both up for eviction on Friday. Who stays? You decide! You decide. This week, Grant and James face the public vote. Who stays? You decide. To save Grant from a landline, call 090 20 44 58 06 or from a mobile, call 650 58 06. To save James from a landline, call 090 20 44 58 08 or from a mobile, call 650 58 08. Calls to the long number will cost 50p plus your network access charge. Calls to the short number will cost 50p. Voting closes in Friday's eviction show. If you're watching on catch-up after that or outside the UK, please don't vote. Votes cast after lines close won't count. You can find terms on the Big Brother website. Big Brother sit on the side. We are the show that brings out the foxy side in Sam Fox, the frank side of Frankie, and by it, do we like a big and like biggins? Let me tell you. But this is the time I've been waiting for all week. Prepare yourself for the greatest breakfast show ever to grace your screens. Butter that toast, put the kettle on, and get in the mood because it's time for... Good evening, it's Wednesday Wednesday, the 3rd of August, and we're coming to you from the Big Brother studios in Boreham Wood. This is Box AM at PM. I'm Rylan Clark-Neil.
And I'm Anne Diamond.
Oh, thank you, Anne. And the top stories today. Celebrity Big Brother has set Twitter alight. We bring you the latest tweets on the Celebrity Big Brother housemates so far.
Oh, yes, our South London correspondent, Andy West, tells us what burning BB issues the people of Bermondsey are discussing.
Lovely. Plus, we exclusively reveal how long Lewis was really on timeout for.
But first, it's time for today's news, where they are.
At 11:10 a.m. this morning, Heavy came under fire from his fellow housemates.
Oh, tell me what's going on.
Well, no, we've got androids sitting all over the place.
But there's also manners. I mean...
Yeah.
Tell me.
Heavy D this morning at breakfast, I've never seen anything so disgusting.
What?
Just piling food into his mouth.
He's a big lad.
With it dribbling down everywhere, and I had to sit next to... I mean, I just can't stand anymore.
I mean, that's how you get that big, isn't it?
Of course.
Oh, Heavy, no one likes a dribbler, do they?
That was
No.
disgusting. Later, at 11:43 in the garden, Lewis also had something heavy on his mind.
I tell you what, Heavy D's really winding me up.
Is he?
I've totally gone the other way on him.
Really?
Totally gone the other way on him.
Right.
Can't stand him. Really can't stand him. I think he's just an idiot, mate. I think he's just a div geezer. He genuinely thinks he's going to come out of here and he's going to release this MTB. It's a mad thing, bruv. Mate, do you know what? He fucking might do. Good luck to him. But Jesus Christ, give us a rest, mate.
Honestly, it's not even been a week yet, and Blaw's already breaking.
It's very upsetting, and poor Heavy, all he wanted to do was spread the love.
It's going to be like a brainstorming session, a creative process. All right, we've got 3 songwriters here. I'm trying to make a song, right? It's called Mad Ting Bruv. Love is a thing that brings us together. Love is a thing that rains on sunny weather.
Yeah.
Love is a thing, love happens when you least expect it.
Don't ever reject it.
Embrace it, don't ever reject it. Boom, it's a mad ting. Boom, it's a mad ting, bruv. It's a mad ting. Boom, it's a mad ting, bruv. It's a mad ting. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, it's good, isn't it?
I mean, go on. Simon Cowell can call off that search for the Christmas #1.
Yeah.
And those are the latest headlines. We will, of course, keep you updated with any developing stories. And in other recent news, it's not just the house that's been divided. Online reaction to the housemates has been especially mixed, isn't that right?
Oh, yes, indeed. Someone with a very strong opinion on the series, and on Sarah in particular, is James Jordan, who said, quotes, "Sarah can't say a nice word to anyone. Everything she says is a backhanded comment. She's doing my tits in."
Oh, and Diamond, please.
I don't think I've ever said that on television.
Oh, I don't think you should. I don't think you should.
Even more than Perez did. Hashtag CBB.
Oh, and Diamond, please, it's daytime. But not everyone is annoyed by what Syra has to say. Louisa Zisman tweeted, "I have to agree with Syra, R.E. Bear. Don't like him either. Got wild eyes and doesn't come across as all like a gentleman, more like a lager Lautan."
Yes.
More like a lager. Well, it does. Do you know what? I do have to say this. It does seem that Twitter has been inundated with traffic about this series.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a really interesting way to see how things are going. We here at Bots AM at PM decided to dig a little further into the impact being felt on Twitter as we looked into the housemates' Twitter profiles. Now, the top story here is that Marnie's followers have risen by a huge 9,000 people. Unbelievable. Suggesting her fan base is continuing to grow.
And do you know what? I was actually looking at this earlier myself, Anne, and it's not actually just Marnie who's seen a boost to her profile. Now, the housemate who has seen the biggest increase, believe it or not, is actually Syra. Her followers have risen by an enormous 245%, ladies and gentlemen. That's a very high increase, Anne, as you've seen. But not everyone is feeling that love online at the moment, are they,
So where
Anne?
is all that coming from? Some of our housemates have seen no dramatic increase, though, in their Twitter followers, with both Frankie Grandi and Aubrey O'Day's numbers remaining at a similar level.
Really?
Not growing. Interesting, isn't it?
It's very interesting, especially at this time of night. Well, one person who knows all about the Big Brother house event...
What do you mean?
I'm presenting with Van Diamond, like mate. One person who knows the effect is our former housemate and Bots AM at PM roving reporter Andy West. We should have him on a live link-up now. Andy, are you there?
Yes, hi Rylan, this is Andy West reporting from South London, and let me tell you, the people of Bermondsey are absolutely buzzing about the celebrities in the house this year. Of course, the word on everyone's lips is Lani, but whether the showmance between Lewis and Marnie can go the whole way remains a hotly debated topic. And shockwaves were felt after reports of Chloe's vandalism of Heavy D's bed. We cannot believe, literally cannot believe, what we are seeing. Following Cyra's showdowns, Heavy D's heartbreak, spilt milk. I think the feeling in Bermondsey today is that the honeymoon in that house is well and truly over. So, with the eviction fast approaching, who goes out of Grant and James is still undecided, but this is only the first eviction of the series, so it's anyone's game. Andy West, reporting from South London for Bots AM at PM. Back to you in the studio.
Many thanks to our reporter on the ground, Mr. Andy West. Now, earlier, we actually said we would be able to reveal to you just how long Lewis was banished to that chair for, didn't we, Anne? We did. Well, we can exclusively reveal that Lewis was on timeout for a whopping 137 minutes, Anne Diamond.
That's a long time for him to stay quiet for anything.
It is. It's a long time.
That is a long time for anyone, anyway. Yeah. But well done, what an accolade.
It was an accolade. Unfortunately, that is all we've got time for. I've been Rylan Clark-Neal.
And I've been Anne Diamond.
We'll see you next time for all the latest news on Bots AM at PM.
But keep watching as Bit on the Side returns with the VIP OAPs and an exclusive look at what's going on in the house.
Take care. Welcome back to Celebrity Big Brother's Bit on the Side. The show, do you know what? This show actually does model itself on Frankie Grande. Now, we might not be as famous as our sister show, all right? But we use more glitter, unashamedly love ourselves, and can do the robot dance better than that lot, aren't we? Talking about robots, could there be a bit of human artificial flirting going on in that house? Judge for yourself.
You only good at palm reading?
Not really, but I maybe could try.
Yeah, go give it a go.
You have a long lifeline.
Okay, how long?
That's that one. Right here, look.
How long am I going to live for?
I mean, I don't know, but it goes all the way down
100.
here.
I want to get to 100.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know if you'll make it with your mouth.
Shit.
Yeah.
Anything else you can see?
Well, this line is how big of an asshole you are, and it wraps all the way around.
It must be fucking massive.
It is.
Surely. As I'm the biggest arsehole you've ever made.
It wraps all the way around.
Yeah, man.
Yeah?
I heard all girls like arseholes, though.
No.
Really?
No.
I must have got it all wrong.
Yeah, you did.
So I think you love me.
No.
Really?
No.
I think you're playing hard to get.
No.
Positive way of thinking, because you never know.
I mean, you should stay hopeful in life.
Really?
Yeah, I think you really should fix yourself so you can get a girl like me one day.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you like arseholes?
No.
But you could do.
No.
You could?
No.
You could?
No.
You could?
No.
Your eyes look really nice today anyway, they're sparkly.
Thank you.
You look lovely.
Thank you. Do you need anything else?
Oh, wow! It's like Ex Machina. Chloe, you've lived with Bear.
I know.
What's going on? Oh, no. What are you making of that?
He's actually really manipulative. Like, he's already said in the diary room he's not going to forget what Aubrey did and that he's going to get her back. There, he's not playing nicey nice, he's just playing along with her, like, pretending that he's forgiven her. He's going to get her back 10 times worse. He is relentless. And it's really funny because they were talking about arseholes, but Bear's, like, obsessed with his own.
What are you making of the Bear Aubrey situation? Do you think there is a bit of flirtation?
It's on YouTube,
A bit of flirtation from after what she did.
Yeah, do you think it could be a bit of a flirt?
Which, no. Am I allowed to say what she did?
Well, we all know what she did, but do we think that there could be something going on?
No, not at all.
there?
I think he's just doing that. He's waiting for his time to get her back.
Oh, he's plotting!
So, no, I don't think so. I think it's one of them people that holds things and he waits his time.
Well, he's always said he
wants
forgives, but he never forgets.
Yes, exactly.
But if you thought two of them and the rest of them up there were the biggest names that were in this compound, you better think again. You better think again, because Bots is home to the hottest duo in town. And ladies and gentlemen, they are back. Bring on the ladies. It's time for... Oh, and this time they've gone all showbiz on us. It's none other than our VIP OAPs, Dolores and Annetta! Oh, girls, I know you're a big deal, but the glasses, really? You're going to keep them?
Mm.
You can talk to me. Oh, you're not talking to me now, you're all important.
Yeah, of course.
We're going to keep the shades?
Yeah.
Oh, they're going to keep the shades.
I'm taking
Oh, shit, oh, no,
we'll
they're losing
them
them,
off.
we're losing them. Well, listen, enjoy your rides. I got your, you know, I got it through the post. Got a nice couple of fondant fancies. Couple of jam tarts for you as well.
Yeah.
Right, let's get down to the good stuff. Bear. He's an outrageous start to this series. He has just literally gone to town. And it's not just him. We've had boob flashing. We've had willy waving. We've had bottom grabbing. And it's only week one, girls. Dor, what are you making of this series so far?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Get in there, yeah.
You enjoyed it?
Yeah.
I can never stop it when it's like, everyone else I try and remain professional, but with these two I can't do it. But do you know what? We have had a lot of flashes, but we've had a lot of clashes as well. There've already been some big old blowouts in that house. Let's have a little reminder of Coffeegate.
That's terrible, isn't it? That really is terrible, isn't it? Hey, that's so fun. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh, God. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Now, that escalated quite quickly, girls, didn't it? Dor, let's talk about James, because his reaction, a lot of people are saying it was justified, but does Bear make you want to throw coffee over him?
More than coffee.
If it was one of your grandchildren now, what would you say to him?
I'd say, well, grow up, you know, because that's childish, isn't it, really?
Do you think it was?
Yeah.
But James did do it first, in all fairness. He did pour the coffee first, James.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I get you. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I'm with you now, yeah.
She's on there. It's only a Wednesday, Dor. It's only a Wednesday now, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Listen, look, he might be annoying some of our housemates, but he's also attracting others, shall we say. Renee, in particular, she's got the eye. So come on, ladies. Would either of you ever go for a bit of the bear?
No.
No way.
Why not?
No.
What about with Renee? Do you think she stands a chance?
No, not really. I think that Bear's scared of her. Yeah. She fights. When she goes near him, he's sort of, oh, my God, I've got to escape.
Yeah. Well, what advice would you give to Renee with this whole Bear situation? Because she obviously wanted a little...
Yeah,
little bit of that,
she
but
wanted
she's
to go
not
to bed,
getting
didn't
it.
she?
Yeah, she wanted to go to bed with him. But what advice would you give her?
Well, really, it's...
You don't know what to say because just sort of leave him alone. He doesn't want to know.
No.
You can see he don't want to know. Just leave him alone because he's going to do a runner if she don't.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Chilton no different, really. I mean, he's old enough to be her son.
No, well, let's talk
Almost.
about let's talk about Heavy D and Chloe. Now, Chloe covered his bed in condiments and condoms and all of that.
Yeah.
Do you think he deserved it, though?
Not really.
You don't?
No, not really. But he's very loud.
Yeah.
He's
He's
loud.
very loud.
Oh,
Boo! Oh, my
Boo,
God.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
The thing is, you know, with him...
Too much of that.
He don't mean it half the time.
you
He's
think-
outrageous and loud, but I don't think he really means it, you know.
Well, look, let's talk about another type of pull-in, shall we say. We've seen Marnie and Lewis getting quite close over the past couple of days. Let's take a little look.
Lewis is really handsome, isn't he?
I think she's a nice girl, and I think she's fit.
I'm a bit of a slub, though.
No, you're all right. You're pretty. You can carry it off. You're just mega chilled, but you're the right sort and all, so...
I love that you say things like that. It's so nice.
It's still the most fucking soggy. I don't want a bird, I want a partner. Marry me, I love you.
Love, didn't you? You've got to love. Now, what are you making of it all? Do you think it is true love, or do you think it could be a bit of a showman?
No, it's just a bit of a romance.
Oh, you think?
I think she's just trying it on.
You think she's just trying it on?
Yeah, I don't think it's
I
anything
don't
in
think
it.
there's going to be anything there, really. It looks like it, but it's not. You get this in every Big Brother. Someone falls for someone. Everyone.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it's going to be going
I mean,
anywhere.
you've got Grant, haven't you?
Oh,
well?
what do you think's going to happen with Grant?
Yeah, I mean, he's all over, isn't he? Like a rash.
He's a shadow, wherever she is.
He
She's
is.
with
combing her hair and
looking round. He's there. He's in the background watching her. And I think, oh my God.
Well, Lewis isn't the only one with eyes for Marnie, because Aubrey did so scary. Aubrey so beautifully put it in her own words. There's a whole line of tigers eyeing up that meat, ladies, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Grant, as we just said, he is one of them guys. Now, a lot of people have said, oh, it's uncomfortable. Come on, girls. I mean, you're girls of a certain age, shall we say. Age is just a number, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just a number.
Yeah.
But nothing, it doesn't make no difference if you love someone that's 80 and you're only 40, but that's nothing to do with it.
No.
That's on the two people themselves.
Yeah.
But there's just something about Grant. I just don't know what it is.
No, you're not liking it.
I just don't know what it is. It's just creepy.
Oh, it's creepy! Says the girl, it's creepy. Right, let's talk about Samantha. Sam Fox. I love it, Sam.
I love Sam.
She ain't been too vocal in the house so far,
No.
but she did win the Big B show-off task.
Yeah.
I think we should have a reminder of that performance. I love a bit of Touch Me. Here we go.
Touch me, I wanna feel your body. Your heartbeat next to mine. Touch me, touch me. I wanna feel your body. Touch me, I wanna feel your body. Touch me.
She's lovely.
Why are you loving a bit of Sam?
Well, Sam used to be around our area.
Yeah,
because
she's one of
Islington.
us.
She was always around there. Our kids grew more or less with her. So I used to go in pubs, used to see her there. So, I do like Samantha.
Do you think she's doing the right thing at the minute by keeping her head down a little bit?
She walks away. Any trouble, she's up now.
Walks away, yeah.
Walks away from
well,
it.
you know, she is walking away, but it's definitely a house of huge characters, to say the least.
It's going to get worse.
Who do you want to see more of?
I think Ricky. I like Ricky.
You like Ricky?
Yeah, Ricky.
You like Ricky? What is it you like about Ricky?
Well, he used to be in the EastEnders, and I used to like him in that till they stuck him in a car and killed him.
Oh!
I like Ricky. He's really brilliant. I mean, I want him to come out more. But I think it's only early. We've got the best to come yet.
You reckon? Now, do you agree?
And Ricky took Evie D aside, didn't he? And made him apologise.
Yeah.
So that was good for a young fella to tell, you know.
But you'd like to see a little bit more from him?
Yeah.
A little bit more from Ricky. Well, girls, you know what? I'm going to leave you with your jam tarts. You have a nice little night on the old Prosecco. Give it up for me, Botso OP. Coming up, we're going to be taking an exclusive look into the very latest house action, plus diary room questions. The nominees are back. So if you've got a question for Grant or James, we want to hear from you. Tweet us your questions using the hashtag AskTheHMs, and we could be asking your questions in the diary room tomorrow. It's that simple. But before all of that, Friday, we'll see the first eviction of the series, and either Grant or James will be saying au revoir to la maison de grand frère. That's bye to the Big Brother house in French, you know. Multilingual and all that. Who stays? You decide! You decide. Here's the numbers. This week, Grant and James face the public vote. Who stays? You decide. To save Grant, from a landline, call 090 20 44 58 06, or from a mobile, call 650 58 06. To save James, from a landline, call 090 20 44 58 08, or from a mobile, call 650 58 08. Calls to the long number will cost 50p plus your network access charge. Calls to the short number will cost 50p. Voting closes in Friday's Eviction show. If you're watching on catch-up after that or outside the UK, please don't vote. Votes cast after the lines close won't count. You can find terms on the Big Brother website. On the side, the show that is actually just like one of Hubert's tantrums, I think we'll all agree. You might not understand what we're saying or what's going on, but we're just so entertaining, aren't we? Come on, what it's all about. But listen, it's time to check in the house now and feed your exclusive appetite once again. Have a little look at this.
In Essex, you see people go to work, get their money, and come Tuesday, they're skint again.
Yeah, spent it all.
And I was one of them. So I was working in the city. I used to take girls out just because, even if I weren't really into that girl, if all the boys were talking about her in the office, I wanted to come in Monday saying, yeah, they sat in the other. But that's why at 26, because I've done all that and I've ended up going, I go to bed on my own most of the time. I like my own company, but I see my friends getting engaged and they've got long-term girlfriends and stuff, and I'm thinking, do you know what? I've been looking at things the wrong way for a long time. So now, listen, Marnie's beautiful, but, there's other beautiful girls in here as well. But the reason I'm interested in Marnie is because I've got a connection to her. And I actually get along with her and we sit. And, obviously, after a couple of drinks at night, we'll sit and we'll kiss and we'll cuddle. But all day, we're not all over each other. We sit and we talk. And, being physically attracted to someone's very one-dimensional.
Is that your next step, then, to get yourself a partner?
No, my next step's to buy my mum a house.
Oh.
And that's why I'm here.
And Diamond, I've got to come to you. He clearly seems to like the girl. Do you worry that he could get hurt in this house?
That he could get hurt? I just don't get that feeling,
Oh,
Diamond,
talk to me more.
I just think that I can't help but look at him and hear him and think that he's saying things for effect.
Really? Really? A lot of people seem to agree here. Why are we agreeing? Go on, darling. I've got to come. Look at your lovely. Stand up. Stand up. Look at this lovely outfit. Give us a 12. Oh, you've done some poems. Oh, yeah. Go on. Do you want to read one for me?
All right.
Go on. We're going to get a poem. Go on, darling.
Well, Heavy D, you are the man for me. Please, please, please marry me.
Oh.
I'm so small, like a pea, and clearly there would be room in your bed for me. Give me a chance and you will see that we could spend some time together and we would be happy as a humming bee.
Oh! Let me just say something. The writers on this show could never have done that. You are a legend. You're a legend. Right, it's not even been a week yet, but we have seen a real battle for the alpha male in that house. James has clashed with Bear. Bear has clashed with Lewis. Lewis has clashed with Heavy D. And Heavy D, well, he clashed with James as well. So everyone's clashing. There is no denying that the men are all at each other's throats in there. So let's start with Lewis. He has confronted quite a few of the men in the house already. Now, Chloe, you know Lewis quite well. Do you think he is vying for that alpha role?
Do you know what? I've known him for so long, and he is exactly on the outside as he is in there. He's really... he has quite a loud voice. He's quite dominant in the way of he's confident with what he says. He's got strong morals and things like that. And I'm so glad he's in there. Yeah, he does. Honestly, he's got really good morals. Trust me, I've known him for a long time. Like, he's really, really lovely. And especially with people like Bear and Heavy D in there, it might be good to have Lewis in there to just make sure that they don't take it too far with the ladies in the house.
Well, they do say, especially when it comes down to an alpha, that there is strength in numbers. And Lewis seems like he has coupled off with Marnie. Huey, do we think this is the right move for him to become head of house, do you think?
He said, remember the other day, that he didn't want a girlfriend, he wanted somebody so there could be a team. So that kind of basically saying that. I think it would get him plenty of kind of like airtime so we can see all those sides of him. But I really, really like him also. And I think if I was to choose somebody for that role, that would be the type of person I would choose. I wouldn't pick, say, somebody like Bear who kind of goes about saying stuff. I'd pick somebody like Lewis. That's my opinion.
That's your opinion. Well, the alpha, there you go, got a little clap up. The alphas...
I don't get an applause, please.
Yeah, you don't get an applause, Chloe. Okay. You don't get an applause. They don't clap you.
You say the same, but I don't get clapped.
There you go. The alphas do like to be in control of their pack, and Lewis has described his friends in the house as the squad. Now, do you think, Steph, that Lewis, deep down, already sees himself as the leader of this house? We've seen a lot of moments where he sort of took charge and, you know, stood up for what he thinks right. Do we think that he already thinks it?
Absolutely. I watched him on Towie and he was so arrogant. I hated him. I really did. But on this, I actually really like him.
But that's not made in Chelsea.
He's different.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
true. But
oh my God, reality chat! Reality chat! Oh my God!
I think out of all the guys, he'd be best for the job.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
I mean, you wouldn't want Heavy D being like the house alpha,
so
would you? Let's be
disrespectful.
honest.
Well, we're going to talk about
He would
Heavy
have
D.
people feeding him all day.
And washing his pants.
And washing his pants.
We're going to be talking about Heavy D in a minute, but let's talk about Bear. Anne, does Bear have what it takes to be the alpha male of the house?
No, but he thinks he does, doesn't he?
He thinks he does.
He thinks he does, but I think he's got it wrong. He's just too difficult. He really is. And in front of Lewis, you know, compared to Lewis, then, yeah, he's... Did you see them both dancing behind Samantha Fox? They both wanted the spotlight, didn't they?
Oh, you said that?
The big man on the stage.
We said how Lewis was dancing with her first,
Yeah.
and then as soon as Bear
came up behind, yeah.
Bear took it way too far, he was grinding on her.
They really are heads, antlers locked,
Can I
aren't
just
they?
say, only on this show are you going to get Stephanie Pratt, Chloe Goodman and Anne Diamond having a proper, deep and meaningful chat. Only on this show. That's what we do. That's what we do out. One thing we did hear Bear say, actually, was that he does what he wants. So, is this the right tactic for him to become in charge? Go on, Rob. How come
Definitely not. Do you know what? He needs to grow up, he needs to take his head out of his backside, and he needs to look at the bigger picture. He's winding a lot of people up, and if he'd have been up for Eviction on Friday, he'd have gone ahead of Grant.
You think?
Bear, he's a little fish in a very, very big pond.
Oh, very straight to the point there. Let me just try and even this out. Does anyone actually think Bear is doing well and he's, you know, he could be the alpha male?
I don't quite think he could
That's
be
not
the
what I asked.
No, but I do like him. I think a lot of people got him the wrong way. When he stood up and said, I can do what I want, he's not belittling anyone else.
Well, he's right to a degree. He's an adult. He can do what he wants in the house.
No, he's not. He wasn't belittling anyone. It's just, oh, we'll do what I want. I've come in here. I've come to have fun.
He is. We all know that he is. We all know that he is. Sorry about that. We all know that he's completely intimidating absolutely everyone in that house. He's like, oh, I can get money whenever I want. No, you can't.
Well, look. He has definitely had some moments, and a lot of people are commenting on his personality. Huey, you were known for your brash personality sometimes.
Stop asking me!
Right? So, can be, and you've done really well. Obviously, you're a finalist. Can being a more dominant housemate make you more of a target in that house?
It's one thing if you're naturally like that, but if you're deliberately being that way for a certain reason, that's a different story. But when people kind of, I think, sometimes see a person who's very honest, very outspoken, will say how they feel. There's nothing wrong with that, so it shouldn't be put down. But when people see that, sometimes they kind of maybe get intimidated by it, and then they kind of try and go in on that person because they want to try and take them down a bit.
OK, well, let's move on to Heavy D, because, Chloe, you brought him up. He's somewhat of a loud character. It's probably the understatement of the series. He doesn't shy away from an argument either.
Don't make that a thing, please. Don't.
No, stop it, Rob! Stephanie, do we think Heavy D has got any chance of being the house alpha?
He's just so loud. Like, yeah. I don't even listen to him when he talks.
Does anyone think he could?
It depends what your idea of, it depends what your idea of alpha means. Maybe somebody like him or like Bear come into the house thinking the way that they behave.
But
and
no
that's their
one
idea of what an
respects him,
alpha male is.
He's my worst nightmare.
Yeah, so
completely.
Does anyone think he could be?
The thing is, I just think he's a very misunderstood character. No. I think he's trying to. He's trying to play this sort of character, but it's just not coming across that way.
No, I do understand what you're saying, and that's the whole reason why we have this. But another housemate that is always trying to take control is James. I've not got long. He said the house would turn into anarchy without rules. So, would the place be a better house, Anne, under James's watch?
Oh, good Lord, no. Absolutely not. It's interesting because James is used to being in control. When he does his radio show, he says something outrageous and he does it deliberately to provoke, but then he can put people down. He thinks he can do that in the house. And I don't think the younger members of the House are impressed one jot by that. In actual fact, what they're going to do is just ignore him.
Oh, Chloe, do you agree?
Grumpy. Thing is, I mean, with James standing up and be like, I think there should be rules. I'm not being funny, but the housemates don't even follow Big Brother's rules.
Yeah.
So you've got to know James.
We need a bit more respect. That was a lovely chat. That is all I've got time for tonight. A massive thank you to my panel, our OAPs, roving reporter Andy West, and of course my fantastic audience. I'll be back here tomorrow night at 11:05, where I'm joined by Robin Windsor, Nina Wadia, and Dee Kelly is back. Until then, have a great rest of your night. Night, night.